Zelda Ocarina of Time. So far, all we know is that it's going to be a ground-up remake. Now, what's more ground up than a full-blown remake that is mixed with Legos? Now, I feel like this would be working really well with The Legend of Zelda as a whole, because The Legend of Zelda is all about puzzle solving, exploration, and other things. And what does Lego do best but puzzle solving, exploration, and pretty good combat? But a Legend of Zelda ground up remake built with Lego engine would be so cool. So many different games have a Lego implementation and even movies that are pretty similar, which is super awesome to see something like this. But The Legend of Zelda, now that we're getting a Legend of Zelda movie, we're also going to be seeing a Legend of Zelda 40th anniversary, and so many other things with the Legend of Zelda series. It seems like maybe this could be the remake or remaster that we're set to expect at some point. Now this would be a perfect gift from Lego and Nintendo to bring these things over. Now I'm not saying it's going to be coming to any other platform, because no, it's not going to be coming. Lego does do some exclusives sometimes, like if you look at Forza Horizon 4 with the Lego implementation. That was only released on Xbox until later ported to PC. But it's still a really cool and interesting side of Lego. It really changed up the game. Usually that is a more realistic car game, but now it was turned into a Lego overall masterpiece. So now, if we take those same ideas and thoughts to The Legend of Zelda, what exactly could happen? So let's just say that it's not going to be some sort of Unreal Engine game that looks exactly like this, but Legos as a whole that looks something like this. Now, of course, this is not going to be Legend of Zelda Lego gameplay in the background, but it's still something that would look similar. So you solve puzzles, you do your Legend of Zelda things, and it would essentially be like Hyrule as a whole that you had in Ocarina of Time, but built from the ground up with Legos instead. Legos in mind. Actions, adventure, scale, action, adventure, challenges, puzzles, and so many other things. You would get a horse, you would get a whole bunch of things, the Master Sword, and everything that you could think of Lego. It would be a different way to play The Legend of Zelda, and I think it would be cool. Now, I also think that a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake from the ground up would also be cool, that looks like an Unreal Engine beast. But sometimes you really gotta change things up. And if you think about it, we haven't really seen a knockoff or spin-off or sort of Legend of Zelda game in a while. Now, before you say, we did get Hyrule Warriors, but I don't necessarily count that as a spin-off, knockoff, weird, wonky Legend of Zelda game, but essentially, it follows the same story that we had through Breath of the Wild, through Tears of the Kingdom. So I think it's finally time to change that up a bit. And maybe you can even see some voice acting with Legos, because some Lego games do have pretty good voice acting, and it's really interesting to see what in the world could be next. Now we know that there's going to be something big for The Legend of Zelda's 40th anniversary. And they've been developing this for a while and now just releasing the Lego set to go along with it, so you can say, hey, guys, I played Ocarina of Time, I played the Lego, I've been here. I've been to the Temple of Time. Look, it's Ganondorf. He's super bad and evil, but look, it's me and Zelda and we're trying to fight him. That could be it. Or it could just be because, hey, they wanted to release the big reveal of Ocarina of Time. Anyways, this is definitely an interesting side of the story. On one side, on one hand, you could say, yeah, we are going to be seeing some sort of Lego game, a spin-off game, a brand new puzzles, dungeon, something will be implemented. Because if you think about Ocarina of Time, if they do a ground up remake, there's definitely going to be a lot of things that are going to stay the same. Like, of course, you're going to have your grass temple, and then you're also going to have your water temple, and your volcano temple in Kakariko Village, and maybe potentially another addition to the story. But it would mostly be the same thing, and it's not like it's a bad thing. The controls would be fixed, and other things would be fixed, but a Lego variant to that game would also be really cool, because I honestly like Lego games. I did really enjoy the Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I think that was an amazing game. It really captured what I thought about Star Wars. I was able to go anywhere essentially I wanted. I was able to do levels that I wouldn't necessarily thought I would do from the movies, and it felt so great to hold, play, and all of those things. The Legend of Zelda wouldn't be too far off different than that, because you would have some of those levels. You would do, maybe it would be an open world adventure like The Legend of Zelda, or it would be cast into different little levels. Now, I think the open world adventure idea where every single territory is sort of like a Lego masterpiece, and then the Zoras are all going to be Lego, and then the Gorons are all going to be Legos, and it's going to be your job to do things. But some of the things in the story will change, and that's okay, because it's not supposed to be a one-to-one remake with the original Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, because they've already done that a couple times. Like, we have the N64 version, we have the DS version, and how many Ocarina of Times do we really need? Now, hey, no matter which one they do it, if they do a Ocarina of Time that looks like this, I think I would be really happy to actually go and play a game like I'm playing on an RTX 5090 or something like that. That would be really interesting. It would look so great that my eyes would be like, wowzers, that is something. That's like some eye candy right there. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. But then on the other hand, The Legend of Zelda Lego of Time. I mean, hey, Lego games are cool. They're really fun. I just explained why. I mean, either way. Now, do I think the Lego game? Alright, Lego game or Ocarina of Time remake ground up? It's a 50-50 shot, because usually if Nintendo's planning to release something, they'll hint at it first. We've seen a Lego Ocarina of Time remake, right? Or a Lego Ocarina of Time Lego set. Now that is really cool. But also, we have the Legend of Zelda movie. Now, it seems like the Legend of Zelda movie is going to be set in the time period of Ocarina of Time. So what if all of these connections linked together for a Lego of Time, Lego Ocarina of Time? I don't know, it's definitely very interesting. And what are your thoughts on this whole subject, this whole manner? Do you think that it's going to happen with new dungeons, new ways to play, and new other things that are definitely very interesting? Or do you think it's not going to happen? We're going to be seeing Ocarina of Time 4K HD Unreal Engine that looks like this. My golly, it looks good. Anyways, what do you think about this? I think I got too excited in this video. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you consider to hear me out. I'm not making up a whole bunch of baloney, some strings attached. No. I'm excited to see what's next for the Nintendo Switch 2. And I think it could happen. A Lego game? Hey, Lego has done it before. Like, look, we got From Software releasing Dust Blows exclusively to Nintendo Switch 2. So obviously, the Nintendo Switch can have some sort of gimmick, special games, and other things. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Consider it the like button. Maybe subscribing. We do a bunch of different Nintendo content on the channel, like you probably know. But anyways, see you in the next one.